Okay, so some tips on preparing the review paper. Of course, you have to do some planning on how to do it. Okay, let's prepare. Prepare, you have to find and narrow a suitable topic. Find some suitable topic. You know already the topic basically. So just narrow it down on what you want to do. Okay. If you're not sure on how to narrow down, just draw a mind map. Oh, no. It's like a, what call it? You just draw some charts from one idea. How can you map it to different sub branch of the topic? So you will see the overview or where is the overview where your topic is. Okay, see in a broader perspective and where you are. Locate yourself so you know whether your topic is in very focused one or it is still in the surface, or surface means a general one, something like that. Okay, so define a few research questions. I think you are taught about that. And then search for literature sources, refine your topic, read, evaluate, classify, and finally you have to compose a preliminary title. Focus, basically what you need to do is you focus. Okay, some keywords that will help you on how to do your search. Okay, for example, right here. So when you go to, this is from scopus.com. I believe everyone is able to access to get access through scopus.com, Science Direct, Web of Science. There are many that UTM library has subscribed, so you can use that as long as you are in UTM domain. Either you are inside or you're outside, you will be able to reach this domain. Okay, what is this? This is finding some papers. You add some keywords to find your papers. So for example, right here, the keyword that is used is EEG, electroencephalography. So they will return you many papers that is related to EEG. But then, what is the application that you want to look into? So you have to refine your search. Okay. From here, you get the paper ready with EEG related. Then you have to refine again. What is the application that you are that you intend to use it, or what kind of method that you want to use with EEG in order to identify something? What is that something? So it will be more specific to your research, right? Okay. Some skills to digest the literature. Why? Because you have a lot of papers that you have to read for your LR, for your literature review. So it is impossible to read all the research ever published in your area, right? You can agree. So what you do, you can select, differentiate, and break up, depend on the title. So you have to segregate itself, maybe between among similar method, maybe among similar applications. So you will get an idea, oh, I want to do this for this application. So the rest of other applications that is not related, you will put it aside. Okay, so that's how you segregate. And then you synthesis, formulate, organize. So you reorganize what you really intend to do. Okay, understand, distinguish, and explain. So this is when it comes, when you already reduce the number of papers that you want to refer, then you will try to understand what's the content of the paper itself. Okay, define, classify, and describe. So this is when you have to produce this table. Not exactly this table, but something like this. Okay, so you have the references, you have the idea that is presented in the paper, what is the technique that they use, and what is the outcome. Maybe other contribution, or sometimes people put limitation at the end. Okay, most people will put limitation. What are the things that, that is limited to this particular references? Please don't have a column that describe the title of the paper. Please don't do that, okay? Just references with last name and year is enough. Because if they want to know what's the title of the paper, they will go to this reference. So you don't have to put the title, okay? I saw also student put title, that's what I mentioned right here. So please don't do that. Okay, some helpful tips right here. To get some ideas for writing a review paper, you can obtain from the gaps, okay? For future works stated in the published article. Future works also mention what are the gaps, what are things that has to be improved. So you can get the idea from there. So that is quick tips that you can use in order for you to identify. Right. Develop the structure of your paper. Normally, the structure is pretty simple. You have introduction, you have literature review. Introduction, of course, you have the sub things that you have in the introduction. And then you have the literature review, you have discussion and also conclusion. So the rest will be, you just put in things one at a time. So you will be able to construct the structure of your paper. Okay. I think I hope I'm not going very fast and you will be able to understand what I'm trying to convey to you. Okay, let's see. Stage 3, write the draft. Okay, draft the title. You have to draft the title. And then you everything, of course, the title itself is draft, writing your draft. So you just draft it. Draft the introduction, the body section. Normally, this is what we do the first time we want to create our proposal as well. So just the same thing that you do for your paper. Subdividing the subsections that you're going to have in your paper. Okay. Stage 4 is revise. Revise the draft of the title, blah, 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 and then you revise citation references. Correct your grammar, spelling. After you have the draft, of course, you have to put in your material, right? So once you have that, you'll do the revision. You're correcting the grammar and so on. You have the proofreading. You might want to send to your supervisor for reading, for proofread, or he want to check it. Okay. What else? There is also suggestion that you send to your peer friend to read your manuscript, but if you have that kind of friend, you are lucky enough. Okay. Unless otherwise you have to send for a professional proofreader. Okay, we can see the difference between your own paper and the one that is already proofread. So if you have that kind of facility, please use. Maybe your supervisor has some grants to appoint a proofreader to read your paper. So just please ask. Yeah, please ask your respective supervisor. And if it is cheap enough and you can afford, you just send it out. All right. Okay, finally, formatting your manuscript. It is important to format your manuscript according to your target journal's requirement. Of course, you have your target journal, right? Different journal, you have different requirements. So please look at the requirements on how the journal has to be drafted and sent to them for the manuscript. Sometimes they want to have the manuscript label with the line label, yeah, maybe from line 1 until line 1000. They want to label it, so maybe it's easier for them to refer which line they want you to do the correction and so on. Okay, so just refer to your target journals. Because this will speed up the submission process, because the journal's editorial team will not have to send your manuscript back to you for formatting. Just follow the format. It's going to be easier. Sometimes they have the template already, so you can follow that easily. It can also increase your chances of success because you will not omit materials that the journal might require. I think you understood that very well. You can read the quick tips right there. Again, it is on selecting the journals that you want to send. 2. Wait, what happened? Okay, formatting your manuscript. So what is it? Obey all the word and character limits. So this is, it will depends, yeah. It will depends on the type of journal that you want to send. So you just look at the format that they require. Some journal will require you to send the figures and tables in different in the appendix rather than in the text. Okay, for me it is harder to read because I have to refer to the table and figures in the appendix, but some will require something like that. Maybe they have a system to generate the tables and figures right away into the text automatically. I'm not sure about that. Okay, but that's they have their own preference, so you have to read. All right, supplied all the requested contact information. Sometimes they require that, and sometimes they also want you to suggest some reviewer. Yeah, that happens also. Correctly formatted references. Use the correct file format. Whether if it is figure, it might be in JPG or PNG. It will depends. They will mention how you should submit the file, whether it is in PDF or so on, or in Word sometimes. State any conflict of interest. Okay. Stated any conflict of interest. If they ask, then you have mentioned. I think that is pretty common. Included details of any required ethics and regulatory permission and obtain consent from all authors in order for you to include their names in the journal. But some journals, if you didn't, even if you didn't ask consent, they will send confirmation to authors. Confirmation that you are aware that your name is included in that particular journal that is being submitted by your colleagues. Okay, and that is easy. Normally, it's very fast. It's right away after your colleague submitted, you will get the notice. Okay, in case you get rejected, what happened? Send to another journal. There are many journals, so you can consider other journal. There is one way to find journal right here that is shown. Use journal finder to find suitable journal for next submission. Okay, do you know how to use this? If you haven't know that, you might want to take this point um, seriously, so that keep that in mind, so that you will be able to use this facility to find suitable journal for your paper, because they will ask you, look at here, they ask you the title of the paper and the paper abstract. Just, this day they also have ChatGPT, right? In order for you to find suitable journal for your article. Never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first step to succeeding. Remember, failure is just a first step for your succession. All right. Yeah, by the way, I failed so many times already. So don't get demotivated if you get rejected the first time. Right. Let's see what else do I have right here. Enter title and abstract of your paper. This is the journal finder just now. Okay. So they will suggest a few journals that is suitable to your title and abstract that you already provided. Right. So I hope this will give you, this information will give you light on how to search for relevant journals in your field, or relevant journal to your article that you want to submit. Not only review article, it can be used for other article as well. Okay. Okay, so I summarize right here the steps that you can use in order for you to write your review papers. And I will not read this one by one again because it is already in the slide that I have shown you before. And you should be done after that. All right. So some references that being used for this slide, and I would like to say thank you to you for listening to my talk today. So I'll just stop sharing.